QR is an abbreviation for quick response. The QR code is nothing but a two-dimensional code. It has a pattern of black squares that are arranged on a square grid with a white background. Imaging devices such as smartphone cameras can be used to read these QR codes. QR codes are quite similar to a barcode except for the fact that it can store a larger amount of information per unit area. A Japanese company named Denso Wave in the 1990s invented the QR codes. Initially, QR codes were used in the automotive industry mainly for production, tracking, and shipping. However, slowly it got adopted outside the automotive industry for applications that included item identification and marketing. Many experts have said that the QR codes didn't take off as expected in its initial years. However, in some countries, specifically China, it played a crucial role in the rapid growth of QR code mobile payment services as it enabled businesses to accept digital payments without investing in any hardware such as the point-of-sale terminal. How do QR codes work? A QR code might look like a random mix of scribbles and black and white squares, but each slice contains several layers of information. When scanned with a compatible app, all of that information gets put together in the right order for the code to be read. The square markings in the corners of a QR code tell an app the orientation of the code. This means customers can scan the code from any angle without worrying that it will be read backward. Alignment markings embedded in the code tell the app if the surface the code is printed on is flat or curved, so the app can straighten out the code to read it correctly. If you've noticed that QR codes have a space surrounding the square, you might be surprised to learn that space is considered part of the code. It's called the quiet zone and it's there to help the smartphone app recognize where the code stops. Types of QR code. There are two types of categories for QR codes. Let's see them one by one. Static QR code. In this type of QR code, the URL of the actual destination website is placed directly in the QR code. The content of these QR codes is not editable. These can't be tracked, however, they can be rectified by adding the URL. Static QR codes are used for facilitating quick and simple payments in various industries like delivery service, in-home services, in-store retails, taxi drivers, and street vendors. In all of this, all a user has to do is just scan the QR code to make the payments without any hassles. Dynamic QR code. The dynamic QR code is editable. It also comes with additional features such as access management, password protection, scan analysis, and device-based redirection. With dynamic QR code, you can also find out the various details like the number of people who scanned the code, the type of device they used for scanning, the scanner's location, etc. Dynamic QR codes are now widely used by the merchants as it conveys both the purchase amount as well as the merchant information. As a result of this feature, the user has to just accept the transaction in their application. Moreover, it also means that the person who sends the QR code has more control over the payment amount. In the case of the static QR code, the user had to enter the purchase amount and then the merchant had to carefully verify it. However, the dynamic QR code offers a better payment experience to both users and merchants by eliminating all those factors. What's so good about QR code payments? By utilizing QR code payments, retailers save their customers the trouble of carrying cash, thus, simplify their shopping experience. That allows them to build long-term relationships with their clients, which links to business exposure. Get an eyeful at some other perks of the payment automation, which are beneficial for both merchants and buyers. Lightning-fast transactions. Thanks to the ever-increasing internet speed, QR payments are becoming faster than ever before. Indeed, it takes a few seconds to process the QR transaction, especially when a customer uses an online banking app where all their card details are already saved. Reliable solution. When paying for purchases with QR code, the error probability is reduced to nothing. The pattern can be read, even if it is damaged or in poor lighting conditions. Acceptable error range goes up to 30%. Thus, neither sellers nor customers should worry about the transaction success. High level of payment security. Think of a QR code as a data exchanger where all information is encrypted. That solution eliminates the probability of data leakage or any other hacker attacks. When using patterns of black boxes, you can rest assured that your client's payment details, as well as your sensitive data, are far from danger.